Bonjour à tous. Hello to all the followers of the Pinoy parent. I'm Kathleen, a Filipino-American living in France. My partner Tomás and I moved here in 2019 when our son Luca was only 1 year old. He's 5 now and he seems to be having a good time here. So at first, I was anxious while we were preparing to relocate in France. I lived and worked in California for almost 6 years. Kaya parang hirap umalis from my comfort zone. In fact, I just got my US citizenship at that time. I think I feared change because I cannot anticipate the outcome. Inisip ko palang na-stress na ako. Imagine I have to learn French as a survival tool, and also how about ano magiging work ko after we relocate. We have regular jobs in San Francisco and we just quit and move, ganon. How about our son? Saan siya papasok sa school? There's so many how abouts. But the next thing I know, I'm flying to France with a 1 year old. It's been helpful to have Tomás, my son's dad, to help with French things. He speaks fluent French and knows his way around the country. Well, because of course he's French. Dito siya lumaki, and aside from that, my son inspired me to embrace change. This has all been for him. Iniisip ko na lang I've gone through so many changes in my life, tulad ng paglipat sa US from Pinas, and that was in itself a scary one. But sooner than later, the fear of change helped me develop skills to be flexible and adaptive and to thrive in challenges. So most of these learned skills I was able to use here in France. And here I am sharing with you some useful tips from my own experience in relocating abroad with my family. Cheers! Alright, so number one for me is to have a plan and do some research. So assuming you already have your visa covered, you still want to think about all the different things that concern you in your day-to-day life. If you'll be working or studying, you have to figure out where would you leave your child while you do your thing, right? So what childcare options do you have? How much do they cost? Do they have programs for children who don't speak French? I would say just be prepared. You don't need to figure out everything all at once. Just get an idea of what options you have. Do some research on the things that you would need on your daily basis that would concern you and your family. I think number two is quite obvious. You bring all possible documents that you can bring. Legal, medical documents, certificates, all the IDs you and your children have. Make sure you have all of them with you and have copies of them. This will save you a lot of time when you need them for jobs or for school or visa applications. Number three, start learning the language before moving. So I know how difficult it is to learn a new language, believe me, as I am still struggling with this one. But it is important if you want to thrive in your new city, most especially if English is not their main language. It would help you in your daily life if you already have a good grasp of the basics when you move. So number four, join Facebook groups. Join Facebook groups in the city you're moving to about the subjects you are interested in. So examples here in Paris are expats in Paris, women living in Paris, English-speaking parents in Paris, or Filipinos in Paris, etc. So this is usually where you can find helpful information from locals or from people who are or have been in the same situation as you. You can learn from their experiences and get recommendations on different things that concern you. So joining groups already good for your research, and at the same time, it's also a great starting place to meet new people in your new city and to network. And of course, number five would be to enjoy your move. Moving can be stressful, and stress can be passed on to the little ones in your family, which we don't want. So remind yourself to take it easy, be like a tourist in your new city and discover places, learn about their culture, speak to locals, and you got it.
It was so brave for Kathleen to migrate. So many changes, such great risk. Imagine changing from where you know and where you are to something completely different from your life experience. Because that's what moving into a new country is like. It's about something that is exciting and at the same time scary. Imagine a new culture, a new way of being, new people, new friends, new languages, new food. At that situation, you will always feel a sense of sadness or a sense of missing your old country, your old friends, and your old traditions. But the only way to handle this is to really embrace change, to learn to be with other people, to open your mind and your heart to new experiences, and to challenge yourself into believing that not only the way you do things is right, but there are other people and other ways of doing things which are also right and which also are important to other people. And so going into that new system and that new way of life is what makes life more exciting.